Hi BookTube, I am Stephanie at Steph Lives in Pages, and today we are going to be doing my February recap. A couple days early, but I'll explain to you why I'm done for the month. Before we get into my February recap, I just wanted to let you know that I am a brand rep for Unplugged Book Box. I'm super excited. I just got the news earlier this week. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the excitement with finding out that I was chosen. If you would like to get your own subscription, you can go to their website and use my code STEPH5 for 5% off your new book box subscription. You can see teasers on their website or on their Instagram. You can also go watch my unboxing video on my channel of unboxing my Morally Grey February box. It was truly amazing. I've been using some of the items daily. I really loved this box and I'm looking forward to the next 3 months with them. Moving on, my February recap. I have some prime book boyfriends. February was a long month. For being a short month, and it's not even over, I read a lot of books. My goal is 4 books a month. Like, what am I doing? I need to slow it down, but I can't stop, won't stop. Here is my book journal. You'll see this every month on my recap videos. I love this. I got it off Etsy. You can go find your own on Etsy. This was like $4. I got it on sale. It's hyperlinked and amazing. It's just nice to keep track. I do use Goodreads, but it's just a little therapeutic. It adds journaling into the mix. And I love this challenge screen. So these 2 books down here, I actually didn't. I started this as an audiobook, which we'll get into, and I did not finish it. The People We Meet on Vacation, I also started and did not finish, but obviously we'll read them, but I do need to remove them from February's page because I didn't read them in February. My first book of February was Beach Read, a great, super floppy perfection of a paperback. I was coming off of my Ravenhood trilogy read and my ACOTAR read, so I definitely needed a rom-com palette cleanser, and this really did the trick. I love this book so much. It is a rom-com, a mild, grumpy sunshine, very easy read. This was my first Emily Henry book, and she really, I can't wait to read more of her work. I actually have People We Meet on Vacation, which I want to read, but I also added another one of her books to my Amazon wishlist because I just really loved how she wrote this. It's very heartwarming. I cried, I laughed, and those are like the makes of a good book for me. If you are a rom-com movie fan as well as a rom-com book fan, this book gave me Something's Gotta Give vibes with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson. That is one of my all-time favorite movies actually, and this book was like a younger couple version of that movie, I feel like, and I absolutely loved this book. I mean, and it's not the same storyline or anything, but it definitely gave me those vibes, which favorite movie, this definitely jumped up on to be one of my favorite reads. I actually gave this 5 stars, which is high praise for me. 4 stars is usually how I top out, but I ended this book really just feeling amazing. I really loved this book, so deserves 5 stars. Again, that's super high for me. I typically don't go more than 4 as a rule, but loved this book. Would definitely recommend that you read it. It is a little spicy, mild spice. The next book I read was The Love Hypothesis. I loved this book so much. It was such a cute, breezy read. I love the couple. I love the tension between the 2 characters. It's fake dating trope, and I love the dynamic and the plot, the story behind it. It is just super amazing. This is from Ali Hazelwood, and I can't wait to read more of her work after reading this. Again, another floppy paperback. Berkley really knows how to do a good paperback. Like, look at that. That's amazing. And they're scientists, which is like Big Bang vibes, but not really. I just really loved this book. The ending was super great. This is not very spicy at all. Like, I don't even know that I would consider it mild spice, but I read super spicy books, so take that into consideration when figuring out if this is for you or not. There is some spice, but for me, it's very, very mild. I gave this masterpiece 4 stars and would definitely recommend that you add it to your TBR. It is definitely worth the book talk hype. I love this book. My next book I read on Kindle Unlimited. It is Seven by K.D. Robichaux. I hope I'm saying that right. I follow her on TikTok and Instagram. She's so funny. She's so amazing. This is the first book I've read from her. I actually added this book to my Kindle queue when she posted about her inspiration, her friend who inspired the character, and I just loved it so much. He's actually on the cover. This is her real life friend, and the TikTok she made was just so cute. And then she followed me back, so she hopped up on my TBR list. I already had it queued on my Kindle queue and decided to read it because she followed me back. So I really loved this book. I was laughing out loud through some of it, and I definitely need to go back and read the series. It was very standalone-y. I feel satisfied with the story, but I want to read the other characters' stories as well. I was cracking up because Seven is a Friends reference. If you know, you know. The girls that get it, get it. I am a huge Friends TV show fan, so this jumped up heavily and highly on my love list after the mention of that Friends scene and finding out that Seven is a Friends reference. That just made my day. I gave this book 4 stars. It was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, I cannot wait to go back and read the rest of these books by K.D. Robichaux. Definitely follow her on TikTok. This book is spicy and involves a sex club. So if that's not your speed, you're gonna want to skip this book, but I would highly recommend it. It was really good. Her writing style is really amazing. And like I said, I can't wait to read more of her work. So my next read was Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I read this on Kindle Unlimited as well. This is my 3rd Colleen Hoover book. I read Verity and It Ends With Us, and I loved both of them. This one is probably my favorite I've read. It's very different from Verity. I really loved Verity, but I loved this Reminders of Him. The story is heartbreaking and gut-wrenching and sweet, and just, it's gonna make you cry, it's gonna make you happy and laugh, and it's just a very good book. I gave it 4 stars, mild spice. Would definitely recommend adding it to your TBR. Coho did it again. She is amazing. My next book of February was The Ex-Hex, and I absolutely loved this book. It is a quick, again, amazing paperback floppy, but this story was just so good. I loved it. The back says never mix vodka and witchcraft, which you'll learn about in this book. It was so cute. I love the family dynamic. I love the angst. I love the tension. I would watch this if it was a movie. I would love if this was a movie actually, but definitely add this to your TBR. They eat these things called caramel apple ham pies, and I was like, so I had to make my own caramel apple ham pies, and I made homemade caramel for the first time ever. It was the best thing I've ever tasted, and now I'm thinking about it. I still have some in my fridge, and I want to go make a caramel iced coffee. I'm gonna tell my husband to make more coffee. This was so good. I gave it 4 stars, so definitely recommend. It was so sweet. I love the witchy vibes. I loved this book. Love a good witchy rom-com. Definitely recommend. Guys, I am super excited about this book in particular. This is from, if you watched the Crooked Shelf video, this is from a local author, and I got her book there. This sweet, it's signed, it came with a bookmark, and it has a disco ball, which if you follow me on Instagram, you know I got a weird obsession with disco balls. So that is why I bought this. It was a great read for February. Would definitely recommend this book, and this author based on this book. I do have another of her books that I cannot wait to read. This is readable as a standalone, but comes from a series that she has with other characters in this town, in this setting, from what I understand. So I can't wait to dive more into her books. 4 stars, rom-com, so sweet, 0 spice. So if you will not read a book without spice, this is not for you. But if you prefer no graphic spice scenes, this is a perfect book for you. This is basically a Hallmark movie in a book. I would watch this movie over and over again. This would be like a yearly must watch during the Valentine's season if this was a movie. Hallmark, pick up this movie. Was so good. It definitely gives Hallmark rom-com vibes. My next read, A Court of Silver Flames. This is probably gonna be my favorite book of February. This book wrecked me. Sarah J Maas is so good at writing relatable quotes. Like, I even got a sticker on my water bottle from A Court of Mist and Fury. It says, "I am the rock against which the surf crashes. Nothing can break me." Seriously, I related to Nesta so much. And the crazy thing about this is I hated Nesta and ACOTAR almost literally the whole series. Hated her. All 4 books, hated her. How did Sarah J Maas take me from that hate to loving Nesta in this book? Because Nesta is so relatable, poor coping mechanisms, been there, done that, used physical activity, specifically kickboxing videos and yoga and breathing and meditation to bring myself out of it, and reading. Like, Nesta is me, I am Nesta. This book was absolutely amazing. I loved it so much. Cassian. This was the spiciest book of the ACOTAR series. If you do not like spice, you do not want to read this book. If you love spice, you need to read this book. It was so good, so spicy. 5 stars, must read. Honestly, I'll probably reread it at some point in my life. It was that good. My next book I read was Hate. It is the Madison Kate series, book 1 by Tate James. This is another reverse harem. I'm still trying to figure out if I like reverse harems or not. I love Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. Top tier book. I haven't read anything by them that I don't love, so maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know, but I really love them so much. Anyway, about this book, I really enjoyed this book. I think it has a really great storyline and plot, and I can't wait to see what happens. Book 1 ended on a cliffhanger, which I'm a sucker for a cliffhanger. Like, I like the torture, apparently. I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. I also like books that give me like a slow burn, the angst. I don't want something that's like right into the I love you immediately. I'm also really liking the relationship building between the characters here. It's not an immediate reverse harem. I haven't even gotten to any reverse harem stuff yet, but I know it says right in the title on my Kindle, reverse harem, so I know it's coming. I love Archer. He's mean and I like him. Stephanie, what do you look for in a book boyfriend? He has to be mean. Don't worry, I am in therapy. We did talk about how I have people we meet on vacation, which I did start. I think I'm gonna love it. And I started, It Happened One Summer. I tried It Happened One Summer. I really would love to listen to audiobooks, but I just don't have the attention span. Maybe you can even tell that from my videos. I just don't have the best attention span, and I find my mind wandering, and then I have no idea what's happening. I tried The Cruel Prince, couldn't focus, and I tried It Happened One Summer, couldn't focus. But one of my sweet, sweet friends on Book Talk sent me the physical book of It Happened One Summer. So I'm gonna try and bust this out really quick. Maybe this month. I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself because I did get sent an ARC that I forgot I applied for, so I need to read that. I did start Crescent City. My TBR is just insanity. I started both these books this month but did not finish them. I would not call them DNFs because I'm going to read them. It's not like I was reading them and didn't like them and stopped. So I can't review them. I think they're both going to be amazing. This is my first Tessa Bailey book and I'm super excited. I follow her on social media and love her, so I'm really excited to read her book. And honestly, I think just from the just from the audiobook that I started, I know I'm gonna like it. And just from the couple of chapters I read out of this, I know I'm gonna like it. I can tell pretty early on if I'm gonna love a book, and these are probably gonna be 3 or 4 stars, maybe even 5, who knows. So that is what I read so far this month. Again, I'm wrapping it up because I got that arc, and I wanted to join the Crescent City fandom, so I'm reading that. My brain like short-circuited when I got this arc that I forgot I applied for, so I'm reading that quick before I get back into Crescent City, and then I might try these too. But that is my reads from February. I'm super excited to get the rest of my reading done this month. Like I said, I wrapped it up a couple days early because we read a lot, and now I'm probably not finishing another book this month. There's just probably no way. Have you read any of the books I read this month, or do you have any recommendations from these authors? I had a great month, all 4 or 5 stars. Very happy with my reading log this month. I can't wait to see what March holds for me in the book department and life. We have our March bookstore all figured out. I am just going to be mood reading through March so I don't have a TBR. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you grab your Unplugged book box and use my code STEPH5 for 5% off. That's STEPH number 5 for 5% off your new subscription. And like I said, you can watch my unboxing video from February's box, and I really cannot wait. I'm super excited to be a brand rep with them. If you don't want to miss any of my content, please like this video, subscribe, and I would love to be friends on TikTok and Instagram at Steph Lives in Pages. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope all of your reads were 4 and 5 stars